go. There we go. We are recording. Why did I take those off? I need them. Okay, I'm going to go to my caller first because I promised her last week I couldn't fit her in. So I promised her last week that she would be first. And then I'm coming to you, Deb. So Penny. Here we go. I'm so blind. I got to stop saying that. I'm not blind. I am being challenged and getting better. I don't know. Find a way to rephrase that. Hello, is this Penny?
No, I'm sorry, it's the wrong number.
Oh, okay, thank you.
No problem.
Nope, that's the number that you gave me. Sorry, guys, let me just double check. Okay, well, Penny, just so you know, I tried to call. Everyone here's witness. Here we go. Okay, somebody else is coming in. All right, I told you, Deb, doesn't surprise me because your loved ones have been in my ear the whole time. Hi, Sierra.
Hi, sorry, I completely forgot about the time change. Sorry.
That's all good. Time change? Like, are you in a different province, you mean?
Yeah, I'm in BC, so you guys are an hour ahead of me.
Right.
I completely forgot. Sorry.
That's all good. That's all good. Okay, well, I was just saying that I just tried to call Penny, but the number that she gave me is not the correct one. So Penny, when I post this, please send me your right number and I will be able to call you. That's okay, because Deb, I got to go to you because your loved ones, like I said before we were recording, have been in my ear since I was in the shower. So, let's just do this right away, okay? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so I want you to sit with both feet flat on the floor for me. And then I want you to close your eyes. And when I'm done talking, I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it directly towards me and give me a minute to focus.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So because I have like 50 members, I don't always remember who your people are until we do this connection exercise. And then as soon as we connect, I start remembering a whole bunch of stuff. So I do remember your husband's on the other side. I think his name's Bob because that's all I hear is Bob, 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 Bob. Do you understand that?
That's him.
There's a mother figure with him though. And then there's a mother figure over here that goes one above you. I almost think this is grandmother figure, but then she doesn't like it when I say that. Hold on a second. So his mother figure is with him. Do you understand that?
Yes.
But then there's a mother figure as well above you, but there's some distortion around her or some, I don't know what this is. Hold on. She's taking me to the head, which is my symbol for an inability to communicate. It can indicate dementia, Alzheimer's, stroke, some type of inability to communicate before we passed away. She's definitely connected blood-wise to you, and she's going one above. So that could either be grandmother or great-grandmother. I'm feeling the white.
My grandmother.
I feel the white blanket going around. I think it's mom's shoulders, but could be yours. I'm not sure because there's some anxiety or grief that is like coming through very thick. Remember, I was saying that I was picking this up before I even started reading you. I could pick up like this tension in the air. Do you understand that?
Yep.
Put this down. You know what they kept telling me in the shower? Sorry, that sounds so wrong, but that's just the facts. Sorry, water's a conductor of energy. So what they kept telling me and what I'm hearing now is that you've got to relax. You've got to relax. You've got to relax into it. But I'll be honest with you, I'm seeing a third dimensional situation that is very painful.
What'd she say?
Very hard to relax into because it's painful, right? So how do I explain this? They're showing me a situation that I just had this last week where it's kind of like you come face to face with your greatest pain and you can't run away from it. It's like in your face again, and it just knocks you to your knees and you feel like you can't breathe. And it's like, you want to scream at the world. It's this trapped, kind of very painful feeling. And what they're showing me is that the same thing that I had to do this week. And that is that it's your thinking that is trapped. It is not your situation. Okay. So what that means is that you're stuck in that third dimensional thoughts of how am I going to make this happen? How is this going to work? How? I need to know. That kind of forcing energy, right? And what they keep saying is, please tell her that's not her job. That's ours. That's our job. Your job is to see it the way that you want it. Do you know what I mean? Don't allow your mind to be occupied with everything that you don't want and that you don't like and that you're worrying about, because when you're doing that, you're pulling it in your world and you're creating it. They're saying, tell her it's right here. Tell her it's right here. And it's interesting as I'm saying that, it feels like something you've been waiting for a while. And it's interesting. It feels like possibly love. But they are taking me, and I was seeing this in the puzzle dump as well. You know what I mean by puzzle dump, right? We've been a member long enough. What I saw was them pull forward May and June, and they put the heart around May and June. Now the heart is my symbol for healing, love, or healing. And I feel like May and June, I don't know exactly what that means, but I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of healing from May and June.
Okay.
Wanda, can I get you to mute me for me, please?
Oh, sorry.
Okay. You're going to become legend. Every video starts with, Wanda, you need to mute. I'm so teasing you, sweetie. So, okay, so what I can hear Bob saying is, I'm right here. You got this. We're friends first. We're friends first. This has to be love, because he told me it's not awkward that he's helping you. So are you in like a love situation or a heart situation? Do you understand this?
I started seeing somebody occasionally back in December.
This is part of what has you, but not all of it. Do you understand that?
Yep.
See, what happens, and he goes, that's because your energy is contagious. So if you, I've said this a million times before, and I say it to myself daily because it's easy to forget, is that we can have 99 things going right in our world and only one thing going wrong. And if we put all our focus and our emotions into that one thing, then it will make everything else around us change to match that vibration, because you get what you put out. But vice versa, you can have 99 things going wrong in your life and only one thing going right. And if you put all of your attention and focus and emotions into that one thing and let your vibration raise higher, then all of those problems will change to match your vibration. So whatever it is that you are trying to white knuckle through, you can't do it alone. Here's the thing, you can't do this alone. You can't do it from that third dimensional thinking. You have to ask them for help, and you have to know in your heart that they are going to align you with what you are asking for. And then you have to get excited knowing it's about to happen, and you just don't know when or where, but it's coming. And then bam, there it is. And that's why the relationship, and I don't know if it's the job or the home life, there's just some kind of chaos that's swirling around you. And he's making me feel like the more you focus on that, then there's something else in your life that goes wrong. And then you focus on that, and then this comes over, and it's just, that's what's going on, is your vibration is just contagious, right? You need a break. He's like, vroom, vroom, take the car for a ride. You got a nice car, don't you? I remember this.
Yes,
now.
I do.
He's like, take that car for a ride. And then he shows me your thoughts. Have you been getting that thought recently to go for a ride, to go for a car trip?
Actually, as soon as we're done, I'm leaving here and I'm going to the garage to get the car.
See, he knows that he's also in your mind going, come on, I'm helping you with this. See, your job is to ask for what you want and then line up with the feelings that feel that way. So if you're asking for joy and happiness, then you can't sit in your house and feel miserable because you can't get joy and happiness that way, right? If you're asking for joy and happiness, you have to do the things that make you feel joy and happiness. And then when you are baking in that feeling of freedom and joy, then the thing that you were having a problem with over here changes to match that feeling of freedom and joy. You are this close to getting whatever it is that you're after here. He's also just put a for sale sign on the house. So are you selling or moving your house, or that just simply means some kind of change or something with the house? So if you're not selling or moving, no, he's still showing me this. How long have you been there?
Year and a half.
He's not changing his things. So I know I saw you shake your head no, but he took, then when you did that, he stopped me and he said, nope, stop right there. And he's like showing me thoughts again. I don't know. I feel like maybe where you are feels kind of, the vibration is a little off. I don't know what that is. Hold on. You know what? It's hard. It's almost like it's a little bit, I'm trying to find the words to explain this because it's the situation I think that I've never really lived before and they can only show me things that are in my mind frame. So it's a bit of a stretch, but I get this kind of feeling of like I'm alone in this big house and I just need to get the frick out. I can't deal with this. It feels too big for just me. I don't know how to explain that. Do you understand that feeling?
Yeah, I live in a community and you're right. I feel trapped at times.
When you validated that, he said thank you because that's the first frickin' time you've admitted that out loud.
Yep.
Saying this earlier and talking about your thoughts, he's been trying to get through to you in your thoughts because here's the thing. You're used to making choices based on obligation and based on what you have to do or what you should do, or you know what I mean, that kind of thing. But
Yep.
you're not used to making choices based on what feels good. And here's the thing is that I think that your house is going to start feeling smaller and smaller and smaller and more constricted until you break out of that and you move on to the place that you desire, the place that you deserve. There's something else waiting for you and it feels a lot more free. It feels like almost like you're in the city and you want to be in the country, or you want more land or something around you, because he's like, listen, we can get out of this. I'm going to guide you there. But it's about making choices based on love. So when you get that emotion of feeling trapped, that is an inspiration for you to start looking for something better that will match the vibration of joy. Does that make sense?
Yep. Because our was to move to the Caribbean once he retired.
Yeah. He's like, you can still get there, but I think you're waiting for love. That's what he said. We're going to get you to fall in love and you're still going to go there with somebody that you love, because I don't see you going there alone. But you got to get yourself unstuck first, right? So you got to get and what I mean by that is unstuck in the heart, is unstuck in those old patterns and habits. I feel like you're starting to come free. It's interesting. He's showing me the butterfly. Aw. He's like breaking free of those old habits and behaviors and patterns. And that's what this is all about. Whatever this is that you're feeling like you have to white knuckle, that's what this is about you learning to let go and let God. And then choosing to focus on that which fills you up. And then when it fills you up and your cup runneth over, whatever you were stressed about turns out better than you could have even done if you had tried. That's what this is all about, is getting you recentered. And then once you're recentered and you're listening and following the breadcrumbs and you're acting on those decisions to follow your heart and do what makes you happy, that Caribbean home, I don't know if it's Caribbean, but it's definitely somewhere warmer, will just line right up with you and it'll just be easy. It'll be like the next natural progression. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He just kissed your cheek and he's like, just don't forget I'm here. And he's saying, I think this is what he's saying, we're still friends. We're still best friends. We're still best friends. He's like, I'm a better friend now that I'm clear and on this side than I was when I was there even. But
That's funny. We started off as best friends.
he what?
We started off as friends.
See?
And it wasn't, yeah, it was just a friendship for years and years and years.
Mm-hmm. So he's saying that you can go back to that energy again. That was not an accident that your relationship was designed that way, because from the way that the dead have told it to me, we kind of write the blueprints of our lives before we come here with our soul family on the other side. It's kind of like, well, I'll do this and you'll do that, and I'll learn this from you and you'll learn that from me. And okay, we'll do this here and that there, and we plan it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And he's making me feel like you guys kind of planned that deep friendship before you fell in love, so that when he did go, that you would still have that to fall back on no matter what. And it doesn't have to be awkward when you're dating somebody else, because you and him are friends first and foremost. He said, don't you ever.
That makes sense.
And then he said,
I want to say, can I say one thing?
yeah.
Today's Bob's birthday.
Oh, you know what I heard when you said that? He goes, you remembered. And he wasn't going to
God.
say nothing.
I remember.
He's like, where's my cake? And then he laughs, and then he shows me the Safeway bakery. You don't bake?
No, I don't bake.
Because see, I'm a baker, right? So when he said, where's my cake? He has a lot to pull from my library here, right? And instead he took me to Safeway Bakery. And I'm like, oh, okay, I get what that means. You don't bake. Gotcha. But he
Nope.
said, still, you can go get yourself one and have some birthday cake for me. Because he lives
There we go.
vicariously through you. So if you're eating birthday cake, he's tasting it. Aw. He's like, mwah. He loves you very much. And just so you know, I don't know, did you have a dream about him that was you almost remembered it, or it was like a piece of it or something like that?
There's bits and pieces. I have dreams all the time, and there's always bits and pieces. Like I never remember the whole thing. It's just a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here.
That's what he's showing me, just little bits. And he said, just let her know that that's getting better and better and better. Because see, the dead won't let you remember the dream. So first of all, you have to understand, you only remember the dreams that you wake up during. Okay. And they will only allow you to remember the details of the dream that are not scary or traumatizing. Because our dreams, when we have grief around somebody, not even just grief, but what our dreams do is they're very literal interpretations of how we feel about our everyday life. So a lot of times we can distort them in our dream world. And so like I had a client one time come to me and want to know why her mom was mad at her, because they were best friends in life. And then her mom had a sudden heart attack right in front of her. And it was a month later, and she kept having a dream that her mom was chasing her with a knife and trying to kill her. And she's like, why is my mom mad at me? And it's like, your mom is not mad at you, honey. But you feel like your mom's death killed you. So when she tries to come to you in your dreams, you see it as she's trying to kill you. So what Bob's message is to you is that as your grief dissipates and as you start to focus less on his loss and more on his presence, then when you receive his energy in your dream state, you will not distort it in an anxiety way. It'll be clear. And when it's clear, then it's a happy dream and it's a visit. And then you will remember it. And he's saying that the more you talk to him every day and the more that you are aware of his presence, the closer and closer you get to being able to have a clear, vivid memory of your visitations with him every night. But the reason why you're remembering only bits and pieces is because he needs you to know that he's not giving up on you and that he's still visiting you every single night. You might not remember it yet, but he's not taking offense to the fact that you're running around screaming that he's dead and freaking out and distorting him every night. He's just like, okay, well, that didn't work. We won't let her remember that. You'll just remember I was here. You won't remember anything else. But I'm going to keep coming back, and I'm going to keep coming back until you are able to receive me with the love that I'm offering, and then you will remember.
Okay.
He loves you very much. He's pulling his energy back, and his mom is behind there just a waving away, but she didn't say too much. She's just back there waving. Your grandmother's here as well. They all just want you to know that they're on your team, and they're really proud of you for making these changes, because these subtle changes in habits and behaviors and the way we think about the world around us, they have big impact in our lives. They change our lives in big ways. And that impacts the people around us and our loved ones around us. So by you making these small, subtle changes in your life, you are helping all of the generations around you. So they're all very invested in that and saying thank you.
You're more than welcome.
They're pulling their energy back. And Bob's like, vroom, vroom, let's go. He's like so excited. He loves that. He's making me feel like that's his child.
Yes.
Too funny. Okay, I'm going to let them pull their energy back.
All right. Thank you, Tracy. Have a good day.
You're welcome. You too.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Sierra, are you ready? I'm coming to you.
Jeez. Hello.
Hi. I just got rushed as soon as that was part of your emotion. I think I felt like I couldn't breathe for a second there, like you were like you choked or something.
I'm nervous for today.
Don't be nervous. They never come through with anything negative. That much I know. They kind of operate on that principle. If you have nothing nice to say, you say nothing at all.
Yeah.
So, all right. So what I want you to do is sit with both feet flat on the floor for me. And then I want you to close your eyes. And when I'm done talking, I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath, starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it straight towards me and give me a minute to focus. Okay, so Sierra, you are a new member, and but I know I have read for you before, but I don't remember who any of your loved ones are here. So we are kind of starting all over again, okay?
Okay.
This beginning part is what I call a puzzle dump. Are you familiar with my term there?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, because there's a bunch of information coming at me, and I'm not sure what it means here. So hold on. First and foremost, there is somebody around you that passed before we would think of as their time. They have white lighters all around them. White lighters are beings that are on the other side that are pure white light. Their job is to help souls heal. So typically I will see them surround somebody who either takes responsibility for their passing, committed suicide, or whose passing is sudden, unexpected, or traumatic in such a way that there's a lot of healing needed for the soul that passed or the people that are left behind. They're very much trying to get through the grief or the sadness. And oh, my head hurts. And then I'm hearing, I love you, I love you, I love you. Somebody's screaming. So there's definitely some grief or anxiety around this person's passing. Do you understand who this is? I feel like this is a parent, possibly. Do you understand that? Or
Yeah.
somebody above you.
Okay.
Because I'll tell you, the energy that is coming through is so like a parental love, nurturing, like all of that. Who is this?
I could think maybe like my cat passed away. I don't know if that's it or My
Um,
mom too. I don't know. I think it's my.
okay, so hold on a second. Let me just hold on a second here. Your mom is on the other side.
Yeah.
I give you all of that, and you say, I think it's a cat.
Yeah. Sorry.
I love you so much. So your mom passed before we would think of as her time.
Yeah,
She had some mental issues or something wrong with the head.
absolutely.
She has enormous amount of love, parental love. Making sense?
Yes, absolutely.
That's so funny. She's like, kid, I am not dead. I am not dead. And I think that's why I didn't understand at first, is because I thought it was your mom that signed you up for this. But I guess that she's your stepmom, correct?
Yeah.
Interesting. Because, man, does your mom love her? She's like thankful to her. She's so thankful to her. And looking at you, she's like, now you can see. Do you see how beautiful my girl grew up? She's so clear on the other side, hon. She needs you to know that she doesn't have these issues anymore. And that I feel an apology again of sorts, that was this like addictions and things like this. Like I'm seeing making bad choices and decisions and things that led to my passing. I don't feel suicide, but I do feel responsibility. Do you understand the difference?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Kinda. Yeah.
She's still taking me to the head and doing this. So how do you understand the thinking or the mind or the brain or the illness in the mind?
She passed away with cancer, so it wasn't like anything, I don't know. I know she definitely struggled with like mental illness throughout her entire life, so I think that maybe it has something to do with that. But
Yes, and she passed of cancer.
yeah.
Okay, that's exactly why. It's interesting. People people have a hard time understanding that one sometimes when people step forward with cancer and say, I take responsibility for my passing. Because we tend to think of getting cancer as, we're victims of it, right? But the thing about cancer is that it's a disease, right? Now, if we break down the word disease, what does that say? Dis-ease,
Yeah.
dis-ease. Dis-ease is an energy, right? It's how we feel. But emotions are not just some magical thing that's in our body and doesn't go anywhere or do anything. They are energy in the world. And if we have enough dis-ease inside of ourselves, especially if we push it down and we don't talk about it, it has to manifest. Everything in this world that is vibrational manifests into the physical after a certain amount of time. And she's taking some responsibility for that state. And she said, I feel like you're fighting that as well. Do you understand? She knows. She said, listen, she wants me to explain to you that there's two types of feeling in this world. We have physical feelings that we feel in our body. So if I put my hand on a burner, it's going to freaking hurt, right? And then we have internal feelings, which is our emotions and how we feel, right? So unfortunately, what most people do is they tell themselves they have emotional issues because they can't stop the pain of their heart, right? But it makes as much sense as, well, put it this way. If you took your hand and you put on a burner, it would make no sense to tell yourself, well, I'm broken, my hand's broken, it's broken, it hurts every time I put it on this burner. It would make no sense to go to the doctor and say, doctor, my body is broken. I can't stop it from hurting. I'm in intense pain because my hand's on the burner. And God would say, or the doctor would say, take your hand off the burner, right? And this is what most people do. Well, I take it off, but it still hurts. So I just put it right back on. It's not working. Give me a pill, give me something to stop it from hurting. But your body is hurting because it's designed to do that so that you will not do those things to it that's causing the pain, right?
Mhm.
Your emotions are the same thing. Your emotions don't come first. Your emotions don't just pop out of here. You can't control your emotions. You're absolutely correct. Your emotions are a chemical reaction to your thought. That's it. That's why you get sad and then have tears. You don't just pop tears out and then get sad, right? Tears are a chemical reaction to your thoughts. So if you're running around trying to control your emotion, that's like trying to control the pain with your hand on the burner. This is the burner. You have to tell yourself that you're beautiful and you're amazing and you have hope and you have potential and that everything's going to be great and that that everything you've wanted is developing for you and that your mom is helping you pull it into your life. And you have to start saying those things to yourself. And when you do, your heart feels better. That's you taking your hand off of the burner. But you have to remember that you've had your hand or your thoughts on that burner for a long time. And that means that when you first take it off and you first start telling yourself the positive, the pain doesn't go away automatically. It takes a little time, okay? It takes a little time. You just got to parent yourself. You got to keep telling yourself those things and you got to keep rephrasing things, looking at them from a higher perspective, one that is not in so much pain, right? And then let go and let God, let go and let your mom. She wants to show you she's there. And she's like, you don't have to try so hard, baby girl. You don't have to try so hard. She's like, I'm going to align you with everything you want. And now I'm seeing your cat. And here's the thing, your cat must have been very old, correct?
She just turned 9.
No, well then she's with another one who is very old because your mom is showing me the very old one and I'm seeing like 20 something.
Oh, I never had an older cat. I know my stepmom, she had an old cat. That was
There
her
you
old
go.
cat.
So they're together on that side. Your cat and that cat are together. But your cat shows me this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And when I asked what, she said, then I feel like how do I explain this? She shows me like sliding into home plate. And when I see sliding into home plate, that's my symbol for like, I had a good life, man. I played hard, I lived hard, and I feel like you made a good decision. You must have put her down because I feel gratitude around the way that I passed or around, well, I feel 2 types of gratitude. 1, for my life, that I was able to live it the way that I wanted to live it. And 2, I feel gratitude for the way that I was allowed to die, if that makes sense.
Sort of.
How did she pass?
She got ran over.
And that sounds weird when I say that, that she got to die the way she wanted to, but I guess you have to know that cat, right? That's why she's showing me sliding into home base. That would make perfect sense to me that's why she's showing it to me that way, because she said you feel guilty about the way that she passed. So you know what? She's like, nah, I lived my life my way. I played hard. I lived hard. She's like, I would have rather die that way than live to be 100 like this other cat. And then get all those sick ailments and stuff. Like she's making me feel like, bam, she was just on the other side. It was like instantaneous.
Okay.
She's thanking you because you felt guilty about letting her out, didn't you?
Yeah.
No, that's why she's showing me she lived life hard. She loved life hard. She's singing I'm hearing Frank Sinatra. I did it my way. But let your stepmom know that she's with her cat.
I will. Absolutely.
Here's the thing. Your mom just gave you a plane ticket. And what I mean by that is that I don't know what it is that you're asking for, but you've been asking for a bunch of things right here. And you feel like you're so far away from them and you're frustrated that you can't have them. Yeah. Which is kind of like wishing that you could go to Australia, say, but you have no plans of going there. You're so far away and feeling frustrated that you'll never get there. When I see the dead hand you a plane ticket, what I mean by that is she wants you to change your perception of the way that you're viewing those things that you want. Instead of looking at them like it's a destination you'll never get to. She said she wants you to understand that she just gave you a plane ticket. It's yours. You're on the plane. You're on your way there. It's a 20-hour plane ride between here and there, so you can't sit there and be mad the whole time that you're not there yet. You have to, if you were on the plane to your destination, you would not be mad. You would be excited. You would be eager. You would be happy, right? Mm-hmm. Get into that mindset that everything you asked for is almost here. because she can't line you up with it if you're saying it's not here, it's not coming, it's not here, it's not coming, because then the universe goes, not here, it's not coming, don't give it to her. And your mom's sitting there with this big basket of goodies that you asked for, and she's like, no, I want to give it to her. So she's saying, could you please line up with it so that I can give you all of this stuff? And she's like, listen, you and me, kid, we are going to do this together. A, you need to know that she's not gone. And B, you are healing generations of mental bad behavior, bad habits. I don't even want to say mental illness because I feel like it's a habit of worry. It's a habit of being unhappy. It's a habit of emotional instability, telling ourselves we have emotional instability, telling ourselves we're depressed, focusing on the depression. And the more you focus on it, the more you get it. She's like, this is done now. Do you ever watch that show, Full House?
Yes.
Because she's showing me that. And she showed me, you know, Joey, cut it out. That's what she just said.
Oh,
Were you recently watching this as well?
I used to watch it all the time. It used to be my favorite show.
She's still with you, sweetie. She's still with you. And she needs you to know that she's in your present and she's helping you to bring you everything you want. But in order to give it to you, you have to get excited for it. Because if you're not excited for it, if you feel like it's not here, you're pinching your hose and she can't get it to you. As soon as you get excited and happy, bam, you unpinch your hose and it all comes rushing in. Just be careful what you ask for, because the happier you are, this is kind of how it works. When you make choices and decisions that make you happy, then you feel happy. When you feel happy, then you think happy thoughts. When you think happy thoughts, then you make choices and decisions that make you happier. And when you make choices and decisions that make you happier, you feel happy. When you feel happy, you think. You see how this goes?
Mm-hmm.
She loves you very much. She's pulling her energy back.
Thank you.
I hope that was helpful.
Thank you.
You're
Bye.
welcome, sweetie. Okay, Wanda. I still have some time. I think. Yes, we still got 15 minutes. Isn't that awesome? Are you still here, sweetie? Wanda, or do you have me pause? There you are.
Hi,
Hi, honey. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. You have a mother figure behind you that was like, you're not hanging up yet. Hello? Are you gonna tell me? All I can hear.
Oh,
That when I said that, she goes, why do you always call me a mother? I'm a sister, 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 sister. You just lost your sister too, didn't you?
I did. Yes,
Okay, she's like, in my ear. Are you ready to do this?
I am.
All right. Can I get you to sit somewhere with your feet flat on the floor?
Yes.
I want you to close your eyes, and then I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it straight towards me and give me a minute to focus. Interesting. So I know this is your sister. She's like, hurry up, you know it's me, so don't even mess around with that validation stuff. We already know it's me. Get into what I want to talk about. But here's the thing, she's showing me a river or a stream or something. I'm seeing people rolling up their pants and walking in the stream or walking in a river.
Wow.
Do you know what that means?
Well, my sister loved to go fishing. And even though that was her weekend thing.
There you go. She's like, let's go. It's warm outside. Let's get out into the river. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And that's the energy, like bossy, right? And
Yes.
she's being like, she's overemphasizing the energy. And when I said, why are you being so bossy? She's like, get her out of the house. She needs sunshine. Part of healing is to make new choices and decisions, right? And she's like
Yes.
really emphasizing that you got to get out of the house. You need sunshine. You need sunshine. You need sunshine. She's
Okay.
emphasizing that, I don't know, I feel like you asked a question and she said the answer is sunshine. Literally, I did not know how important sunshine was until the dead started screaming it at me a number of years ago. And I too am very sensitive. If I get into the house for some time, then it's almost like there's this cloud over you and you can't even shake it. And then the second that you get out into the sunshine, it's like, wow. And you can just feel like your whole body come alive, your whole soul come alive again. She
Yeah.
said regular practice every day. Now that it's getting warmer outside, you get your butt outside. She said, let's go fishing, because she's still rolling up her pants, and she's like, heck, now I'm on this side. I'll line you up with a fish this big. Don't you worry.
Okay. That's so true. It's so beautiful out. Yeah, I have
Do
to
you
get
have
out.
like a little creek or something close to you, a little creek or something by your
Yes,
house?
yes, I do.
She's like, let's go. Let's go to the creek. She said, bring him with you. Bring him with you. So is
Okay.
there a him there with you? Are you married, hun?
Yes,
She said
yes.
he needs the sunshine too.
Okay.
But does your husband smoke, honey?
He quit smoking now for
There-
about over a year. We're so proud of him.
That's what she's emphasizing here. Slow this down. That's what she means. Because she's like smoking. Well, she showed me take him with you, and then she showed me the smoking. And then as soon as you said he quit smoking, she's like, well, that's why I'm saying take him with you, because now he can walk there without choking.
Yes, yes,
Then, so the mother figure is behind her. So your mom is also on the other side, hun?
yes.
Because she's stepping forward and she's talking about she loves what you've done with the house, and I'm feeling the plants. Something about plants. Did you just bring in a bunch of plants in your house?
Well, they're growing, so transplanting them.
Oh,
Yes. And then I put my nice big plant that I call Queen. I made another little area for her. And
so
the last time I talked to you, you said bring in the sun. So she's right in the sun now. So it looks
isn't that funny? The last time we talked, they said bring in the sun, and this time she's telling you to get out in the sun.
yeah, that's so true.
That's funny. Your mom is loving those plants, let me tell you. Did she like plants and gardens and stuff when she was here?
Yes. Yes, she had a green thumb. She
She's
could
like, why do
perk
you
up
think it's
anything.
growing so good? Why do you think it's growing so good?
Yes.
She just loves it. Like, I feel like that feeling. She's walking around your house, and there's nothing quite like it. It's a hard to explain feeling, but you know that feeling when you've cleaned your house, it's like spotless, all the laundry's done, the floors are done, everything is spotless. It smells springy and clean and just fills your soul. It's almost like a soulgasm. Have you ever had that
Yeah.
from clean?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Me and my husband both do it. We like to get the house really clean because we have 3 cats and a dog and horses. So yeah, we got to keep it clean, especially with all what's going on.
She's absolutely validating that she's there with you in the house, and she's just really proud of the way that you guys are healing. She's like, these are baby steps and breadcrumbs, and the fact that you are moving towards the sunshine every single day in more ways than one, and not focusing on the pain anymore. I feel like you've already lifted. She just showed me you already inspired somebody else up on that rung. So somebody else is starting to heal now because they were inspired by your healing.
Oh,
Somebody in your family,
that's so good.
one of your nieces or children. I'm seeing a young lady that has stopped drinking or smoking or something like this recently.
Yes.
And this is because of your healing has inspired her healing.
Oh my gosh, that is so good. Yes, she even wants to go to a treatment.
That is so amazing.
Yes.
Oh, your mom is jumping for joy. She's like, woohoo! She's like, please don't stop healing. I'm so proud of you. Keep doing it. Keep going. Keep healing. The more you heal, the more you become an inspiration for all of us to heal. She loves you so much. She said, keep doing it. Keep going. You can do this. And just know that they're all there with you.
Okay. I shall.
Your
I
sister's
want
like,
to.
now the house is clean. Now let's go fishing.
Yeah. It's so close. I am gonna go.
Aw.
Yes.
Well, watch for the cooperative incidences and remember that that is the language of spirit. They speak in the vibrational form all around you. When you see
Yes.
nature acting unnaturally, that is spirit.
Okay.
I hope that was
Thank you.
helpful, hon.
It is. It's always helpful.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Tracy. Have a
You're
great
welcome.
day.
You too. And I'm going to say that's all we have today. So I will see all of you on Tuesday. Bye, guys.
Okay.
Thank you,
Have a great
Tracy.
weekend.
You
See
too.
ya.
Bye.